Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World Iceborne live stream. Wow, I've said that so many times, it's like I don't even have to try anymore. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. It is Monday, right? Is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday. And it is after dinner time, and it is time to start screwing around again. I posted my Burieth guide last night for newer players. It's kind of bad timing, admittedly. Probably I should have released that video when the game launched, but you know, there's probably new players, even today, new players picking up the game. So I figured better late than never. So we got the Burieth guide out last night, and now I want to get back to screwing around with defensive builds. Nobody ever screws around with the defensive builds. Everyone believes in an attack boost meta, not necessarily attack boost, but damage meta. Everyone believes in just pretty much optimizing for damage, with an exception of maybe like health boost, which is what I've always done. That's what I do too. And I'm taking a totally different approach. We just want to see how defensive can we be and what does it feel like. And that's something you don't need to look at on paper. It's something you have to experience. So tonight, we are finally going to start messing with Defense Boost 7. The last two episodes, we were messing around with kind of like a vampire build. It had Nergigante Hunger on it. It had Super Recovery on it. It had Divine Blessing on it, of course. But now we want to know how much damage can we actually reduce. And I think what we should do for this build, we should avoid building Divine Blessing on it, because I need to know how little damage I actually take. That's really important. Okay, so our goals today: put together the most resistant build we can, but then also go fight a monster who hits really hard so we get an impression of if we can reduce the damage to like 2 hits. Fan says, I saw the title and immediately want to click off. I know, it's time for the Defense Boost 7 meta. I got people telling me, I think it might be you, Fan. Oh, Defense Boost is a, what do they call that? What's the word I'm looking for? Diminishing returns skill. There we go. Kind of like attack boost, right? Diminishing returns. But I get that. We still have to test it, though. You know, just like people still do actually use attack boost, right? People still use that. So this by rarity. Speaking of which, I gotta decide what video I want to make next. I start working on the weapon popularity video again. It's almost time for that. What are we in? We're in February, so we're coming into March, and March is going to be weapon popularity. There we go. Update all that. All right, Golden Loon Helm, huh? So I say we avoid Divine Blessing Secret. And the reason for that is because we don't really get an impression of how tanky we are, because this skill is so good, Divine Blessing Secret, that it just makes it seem like you're really tanky. So let's try to play without that. Hasten Recovery is fine. Tool Specialist Secret is fine. Oh man, what about this skill? Tremor Resist, level 3. Earplugs, level 5. Max Windproof, and Flinch Free. Huh. That'd be a weird build, like a defense boost build on a Shara Ishvalda setup. That would be really strange. I don't even know what I would think of that. However, if we want to get really defensive, probably we do want Super Recovery. Now that I'm thinking about it. Probably Super Recovery. Because if you're reducing damage and healing at the same time, that's really good, right? Carving Master, Stamina Cap, Punishing Draw. Let's go take a look at which pieces of armor can build Defense Boost 7 most efficiently, just to make sure that there isn't a really good piece of armor. Defense Boost 7, best damaging skill. That's right. How's it going, Thumper World? Raging Brack and Furious Raging next week too, I'm pretty sure. Really? Next week? Damn. That would be nuts. They came that early? So we're gonna look up Defense Boost 7 up. Can you even believe it? For the skills, we have the Damascus set. Okay. So this helmet's pretty strong right here. There's actually quite a lot of small decoration slots. The legs are pretty meh. High metal. Shara Ishvalda actually has defense boost in it. Is this alpha? Yeah, that's alpha though. Well, here it is. That is tempting a little bit, just to kind of screw around, but no, the goal is to have the best defense, not necessarily to have true Gaia's Veil. Imagine a defense setup on a True Gaia's Veil outfit. Okay, so there aren't actually a lot of good ways to build defense. However, this Damascus helmet is not bad. Corona kills Raging Bracky and Furious Raging. Alright, so my thoughts on Defense Boost 7. I feel like I'd rather have Super Recovery rather than the True Gaia Veil. True Gaia Veil, it gives you a lot of luxury that you don't really need, I guess. I don't know. What does True Gaia Veil give us again? I can't believe I'm considering it. It's just this weird skill, and I'm just curious what it plays like when you have a full defensive build. Like, imagine not really being interrupted by anything, right? That sounds kind of nice. Oh, here it is. Shar Ishval the Helm. True Gaia Veil. Tremor resist 3. Earplugs level 5. So you get built-in earplugs. You also get tremor resist, windproof, and flinch free. So basically, you just don't get interrupted hardly at all. It's definitely an interesting thought. I just don't want to have to build 5 pieces of that armor set to obtain it, right? He says you can use Damascus Helm, 2 pieces of Vow, 2 pieces Gold Raytheon Law, unkillable build. Well, we were going to play without Golden Loon Helm, or without the Divine Blessing Secret, but I don't know, maybe we'll give it a try anyways. You know, I'm often mixing these together. Maybe we'll just go straight to testing it together. So I think we can do that, actually. Yeah, I think we could do that. It shouldn't matter. So let's get the Damascus Helm going. Let's get started. So Damascus Helm is very efficient for building defense boost. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now remember, we don't have to do that. There's other setups we can do. But we are going to build Super Recovery here. And Super Recovery here. It's going to give us Recovery Speed, which is actually really strong. Recovery Up is okay. Down here, we can actually build the Golden Loon setup if we wanted, like he was saying. Actually, what if we gave up Damascus Helm? Went Golden Loon Helm, and then for the legs, we go... What do we go for the legs? Crit Eye, Tool Specialist, Heroics from the Guild Palace Griefs. Defense Boost, Speed Eating, Focus, Evade Window. I do like Evade Window. I was doing a little research on Evade Window, and it seems like it has diminishing returns in a way, especially for certain weapons. So what do we got here? Health Boost 3, Recovery Up, Recovery Speed, Heroics, and then we're going to add Defense Boost, I guess. Speaking of which, what does Defense Boost look like as a charm? I think it brings you up by 6 levels, does it not? Nope, it brings you up by 5 levels. That's less, that's not, what is that equivalent to? What is that equivalent to? Defense Boost 5. Let's see what Defense Boost does, by the way, real fast again. Very gradually moved you up. I feel like Defense Boost 6 is probably where you'd want to cut off at. I don't know. No, we should go all the way. We're going all the way, baby. Oh, man, look at all that Defense Boost. Ooh, feels so good. No, let's not settle on that yet. Let's find out, because, you know, we have Defense Boost decorations. Let's find out exactly how it's all going to put together. Let's pick a weapon as well. What weapon do you guys want to see me using now? Great sword, long sword, sword and shield, dual blade, hammer, hunting horn, lance, gun lance, switch axe, charge blade, insect glaive, light bowgun, heavy bowgun, and bow. I feel like for the sake of getting this live stream moving, I know you guys are going to hate me for this, but let's just grab Safi's Shatter Crusher. This is just going to be a solid damage dealer hammer. Hammers are pretty uncomplicated. You don't need to add anything to the build, which is what I like about it. I want to check on heroics real fast. So heroics, while active increases. Okay, so heroics, somebody mentioned this before and they're right. You only need to bring heroics up to level 3, and then after that you're done. So let's finish off heroics. Doobie 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 doo. Where is heroics? Did I pass it? Here it is. Ooh, we have a potential jewel. That's interesting. We have a potential jewel. Alright, so we have Divine Blessing level 4 now. And Heroics 3. And we want to build defense boost. We've got these hard defense jewels. See this? So these are really fast at building up defense boost. I mean, look, we're basically done. There's defense. So we got defense boost, health boost, divine blessing, heroics. We should pretty near well be unkillable at this point, right? Hunting horn. Dual blade plus true Gaia Veil. True Gaia Veil. Gunlance normal shelling. Let's see. Defense. So let's go with recovery speed, which I'm actually kind of a fan of recovery speed. I did not expect that to happen. Well, let's fill out the rest of these giant decorations. So there's skills like hard ice resist, or do I have any more of these? Hard water resist, hard fire resist. And I feel like if you left one slot open, that would be kind of smart, right? So I feel like we're going to leave one slot for that. Hard fire resist. Remember, this build is all about building resistance against whatever's attacking you. That's the point of it. And then we need to pick some more skills. Wonder if we could actually trade the... That's the Guild Palace Greaves. Alright, and compare that to Garuga Greaves. They're about equally efficient, aren't they? Look at that. That's the same. Assuming you wanted both heroics and health boost, they're the same. Yeah, they are. Okay. Tiff. That's a tough one. I feel like we don't care about earplugs. Earplugs doesn't reduce damage. That's the problem with earplugs. Ice attack, latent power, dragon attack, guard, wide range, offensive guard, heroics. What are skills that reduce damage? There's guts, by the way. Guts is pretty powerful. But you know what? We don't want to have to use guts. That's the whole point of this build. We shouldn't need it. Constitution, windproof, tool specialist. This one's pretty good. Tool specialist is never bad. Geologist, artillery. Stamp thief. We need to do some stamp thief testing, guys. You know, I really don't know how good it is in Iceborne. It could be secretly OP sleeper skill that nobody is paying attention to. Guard, wide range, offensive, heroics, crit eye. So I feel like we're out of defensive skills that we would really care about. Let's move on to getting crit eye then. That's going to be where we move on. Earplugs. Nah, see, I don't need earplugs. I'm good enough at dodging that I don't need them, but I could see why somebody else would build them. But I'm actually not going to need them. And they don't actually reduce damage, by the way. The earplugs don't. So there's expert all the way up to level 6. Expert 7. So this is going to be raising our damage out. Oh, wait a second. We got to finish recovery at recovery speed, don't we? We're going to finish recovery speed at least. We're not going to finish the other one. The other one is just not valuable enough because it doesn't, apparently it doesn't actually work with, oh, you know what? We're going to finish protection here. There we go, protection. Defense boost 7, the meta. Crit eye 6, divine blessing 5, health boost, recovery speed, fire resist, heroics, recovery up. Yeah, level of part breaker for some reason. Where's part breaker coming from? Oh, the sword. Oh, the hammer. Okay, so we got a we got a slot back. Let's go with crit maybe. I think crit boost, protection would be clever. Wait, do we have a crit boost? Yeah, crit boost protection, and then we drop this protection jewel. unfilter, and fill this in with expert. Okay, so we've got 1 level of crit boost. I say we go for some tenderize now. We're at weakness exploit 2, weakness exploit 3. Okay. Oops. Of course, we have to change equipment as well. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and add the Rocksteady on. So this build is going to be... Whoa, really? I've put this many together? What was this one? Okay. So this is a defense boost 7 build. What do you guys think is going to happen? I don't even know.
Hi.
Let's see if we have a difficult quest. We'll go to investigations. Who's difficult? Nargapuga? Fulgur Anjanath? Banbro? Alright, I don't actually have that many tempered investigations. Let's see what I have over here.
Hey.
Your recovery up is level 2, by the way. I noticed that. I'm not going to go for level 3. I don't think it's necessary. Okay, here's a good one. Ooh, Lunastra is a good one, isn't it? Oh, yes, Lunastra is perfect. Oh, but that's max 2 players. We don't want that. Is this max 2 players? That's max 2 players as well. We don't want those. Here it is. Max 4 players, and there's only 2 feints allowed. So this is a perfect opportunity to test this.
I've been waiting for you.
Lupastra, she is one of those monsters where she's really tough. Let me turn my volume up. I want to actually hear the game. Sweet. So what are we running again? We have defense boost 7, the meta. Crit eye 7, divine blessing 5, health boost, recovery speed, fire resist, weakness exploit, heroics, which actually gives you some defense, recovery up, dragon attack, and crit boost. You know, one thing we could probably also do is throw on a defense augmentation onto this hammer, I think. Let me go test. I might not be able to do it. How's your gear holding up? Let's see. Augment equipment. Equip. We are full, but it looks like I can apply for this. And then for the defense, we don't have rubbery shell. How's your gear holding up? Wait, did I choose upgrade? I meant augment. I'm de-augmenting my equipment. Is there a way to sort by let's see, attack, power, sharpness, evade, defense, element, slots? I guess not. I guess you just kind of have to scroll through. That one's not going to be de-augmented. That one's good. This one might be de-augmented. Wait, so it doesn't have an augment. This one does. It has health regen. Dooba-doo, dooba-dooba-doo. Whoa, there's attack increase 9. Woo! That one was augmented out the wazoo. Sorry guys, I know you're all waiting for me to start. I think I leave that one on, don't I? Augmenting is something I'm still trying to get good at, believe it or not, in this game. The new augment system is not my favorite. Alright, I guess we'll stop there, but actually let's augment our regular equipment. How about this? We got only 4 great spirit gems, huh? We'll get the golden loon coil and the golden helmet, you know, because we use those all the time. We're not going to augment that one. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Why do I have so many of these? Alright, so this will bring our defense up even higher. Since you know we're going to need the best defense when Raging Brachydios and Furious Raging come out. Better have that good defense, man. You're going to get stinky doo-dooed on. So you'll note we don't have Fortify on the build either, which Fortify would have definitely made it into the build, except the whole goal here is that I should never die. However, if you're playing solo and you proc that Fortify ahead of time, damn, you would have so much defense. Your defense would be nuts. Let's go ahead and eat real fast, and then we'll head out. Sorry about that. Everyone waiting. Sorry about that, guys. Wait for defense large. Nicholas says de-augment? That's right, you can de-augment your gear. You know, I mentioned that in my latest top 10 things you didn't know video, and people were like shaming me. They're like, this information is so easy. Everyone knows this. And it's like, you guys don't realize how much information is in this game. This is an information dense game, and there are plenty of new players who really have to be told this stuff, because if nobody tells it to them, they might not catch it, and then they're going to waste all their time grinding for augmentation materials maybe they've already unlocked, and it's just on a weapon that they don't care about anymore, you know what I mean? So I like to, you know, sometimes the information is deep, sometimes it's just a quick tip, you know what I mean? I try to do a mix in those videos. They're actually becoming one of my most popular ongoing series of videos. You guys love the top 10 things you didn't know series, based on my analytics, based on viewership. You guys love those videos. Oh, we better turn the HUD back on. Not gonna do well if I can't actually see my health, am I? I'm scared to use the hunting horn. Hunting horn's so easy. You're missing decorations on your mantles. Ooh, that is true. I don't know what I would build, but that is true. So this is our super tanky build. Let's feel how tanky it actually feels. We want to take a few hits from Lupastra. Remember, we have both the Divine Blessing and Super Recovery together. Oh, somebody interrupting me. That's why I need that true Gaia. Alright, here we go. Okay, that was a damage taken reduced situation. But you'll notice we really just did not take that much damage, and now Super Recovery has us back to full health. Now, we're back to full health. We want to get hit by a big move, though. Alright, so that was without Divine Blessing proccing, and you can see it, like, really did not take that much. Oh my god, we need a level of flinch free. The trick, guys, if you're playing a hammer player, just knock all your teammates away. It'll drive them nuts. They'll be like, you shouldn't do that. They'll get all mad. You know, I made the 10 things you didn't know about hammer video, and one of my recommendations is if you have a longsword player near the head, to go in with your big bang first with the charged attack. So you can do the brutal upswing. This move right here I'll show you. 1, 2, oh, hold on, that's the slide attack. Let me get out of the slide attack. 1, too. So this is the brutal upswing, and when you hit people with it, they get sent flying. And the thing is, the brutal upswing can actually combo straight into Big Bang, like what we just did here. See, there's Big Bang. So I tell people, if you see somebody near the head, just aim for them with the brutal upswing and send them flying away, and then you can use your Big Bang and not be interrupted. And when I said that, I got so much hate in the comments. People were so mad that I said that. They're like, no. Imagine like being the longsword player who trips everyone at the head, which it's not your fault. I get that. The developers were the ones who made it so that you trip. But just imagine then getting mad that the hammer player. Sparks Carnival. Furious Rajang will blight you with the coronavirus. Oh my god, we need the coronavirus blight in this game right now. Oh my lord. Thanks for the donation. But yeah, there were so many people that were like outraged that I would say you could use your brutal upswing to move people away from the head to get rid of them, right? They were so mad. It's like, what? Hammer players have been dealing with that since the game launched. People knocking you, flinching you, and it's like, you do it back and they get mad. It was pretty funny. Not everyone obviously feels that way, but some people did, and I thought it was really, maybe a little hypocritical. Maybe it was the intent, you know, knowing that you were doing it intentionally. Like, why would you do that intentionally? Well, because I got a hammer and you don't. That's why. Oh, we're KO'd. By the way, how are we doing on health? I haven't even been paying attention. So, we're never going to be fire blighted. You know why? Because our fire resist is over 28. When your fire resist is over 28, you can't be fire blighted. Well, when it's over 20, I'm sorry. When it's over 20, you can't be fire blighted. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. You ready? Let's see if we survive. I'm curious. So this is it. Defense boost 7. Nah, it killed me. I will point out, though, you survived for a while. So you will notice that even though it was draining our health, it did not drain it very quickly. So I will say that we felt more survivable, but it was not enough. It is very interesting. Even with defense boost 7 and fire resist, you could not survive Luna's ult. But you definitely bought some more time during the ult. Interesting. I guess maybe if I was attacking her, I don't think that would be smart because she's probably going to wind pressure me. Here, let's update the snack fund real fast. Alright, well that's why we're out here testing it, so we can learn stuff about this. Sparks Carnival. It would have been crazy if we actually did live. Your game is glitching. You're taking damage while using defense boost 7. Oh, damn it. Have you tried a mantle? Luna don't care about defense. That's right. Apparently she doesn't. Again, you do have to admit, though, we were walking around for a while. It looked like we would have had plenty of time to dive evade during that phase, or to eat an Astera jerky, or to have a max potion. Any of those would have brought our health right back up to top. So we'll try that again next time she ults. Look at me auto-dodging. The Temporal Mantle is in your mind. You have to have the Temporal Mantle built in, and then you won't need the Temporal Mantle. Nah, I'm kidding. Come on, Lupastra. Lupastra? The build definitely seems very survivable. The problem is I'm just not doing that much damage. So it's exactly what you would think it is. It's a much more survivable build with a lot less damage. 4, 5, 2, 3. Look, I mean, look, we barely take damage, and then with the super recovery and my own health recovery on my attacks together, we're just always full. It's like what I was saying earlier, when she used her ult, maybe if we had just been attacking her, we would have actually survived it. But definitely we would have had time to eat or dive evade. How did that miss? Alright, let's go ahead and put on Temporal. So next time she ults, we're going to take off our mantles and try that again and just see how much trouble we have, maybe like eating or surviving in another way. Uh-oh, somebody just made a noise in the other room like they knocked something over. That's right, you can also use your Farcaster, but I'm wanting to see how well we can survive, you know. But you're right, Farcaster is generally the way people escape her attacks. Oops. Just waiting for her to bring her head back. Ouch. Lunastra the Fire Elder Dragon to break my controller because how annoying she is. She is very annoying. And she has... Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. You guys ready? So what should we heal with? Here's an Astera Jerky. Easy. Easy. See that? She doesn't do enough damage to make it difficult for me to just heal in the middle of the attack. So, I guess this is what we learn. It doesn't do enough defense for you to survive the entire attack without doing anything at all, but you're never going to be doing nothing at all, right? You're always going to be doing something. So if you just stop and eat in the middle of the move, you don't even have to be very good because you can see she wasn't really dealing enough damage to kill me quickly. She really kills you at the end of the move, is what's going on here. So it's interesting to know at least. You know, that's not useful information necessarily for somebody who's new, not new, old at the game, and they know how to farcast the moment they see the move. They know how to dodge the roar. They know how to avoid the the wind pressure. But for a brand new player, that's actually not bad information. For a brand new player who's not so good at dodging roars, and you're going to get caught in the ult, it's actually kind of useful to know. It would be interesting to see if Raging Brachydios' new zone locking attack stops Farcaster as well. Ooh. Yeah, very interesting. HA says it's not like Lunastra is hard, but she is just annoying to fight, but it beats just being Etiostra reskin. Master rank Lunastra uses too many wind attacks. Oh, you can just bring wind resistance. I feel very survivable. I want to say that. I want to say that I do actually feel pretty damn survivable. Between all this health recovery and all the defense is just too much. He has trouble killing me. I'm actually low right now, and if she keeps hitting me, what'll happen is heroics will activate and I'll have even more defense. Actually, I wonder how much defense I do have when heroics activates. Now would be a good time to have more damage, wouldn't it? Because if you had more damage here, the fight would be shorter. You would simply kill her sooner. I love that chopping. You know what? We're missing the flight jewel, but that's okay. We're just screwing around right now, right? Come on, give us a KO. We gotta be so close to a KO right now. Oh, nice job stopping her. Oh, and she's gone. I have to say, guys, it did feel very survivable. It felt exactly like you thought it would feel. The damage is much lower, the survivability is much higher. TGC, which vitals would you like to come? My one would be black vitals. What? Imagine getting hit. This post brought to you by Lance Gang. Oh, but the problem is with the Lance, you actually do get hit. See, if you try to play aggressively with the Lance, the problem is you have the hops, which have inferior iframes for dodging, and you have the slow walking speed. So ironically, you're not able to easily outspace a monster, and you're not easily able to dodge through a monster's attack unless you brought evade window, which other weapons don't even have to bother building. So the reality is, you ironically get hit tons with the lance, and you're forced to use the counter guard the whole time. You're forced to counter guard the whole time. I think mantles should only be something that isn't a skill. The reason defense is a diminishing return is because of the amount of damaging skills and utilities you can put into a build. That's right. See, people are trying to optimize their builds, right? They're trying to be like, oh man, I'm going to get the most defense and offense in this build. And the question we're asking today is, what if we didn't do that? What if we pretty much just built defense and not worry about the damage and just be as survivable as we can be? Nobody does that. None of the well, I think some people probably have done it for fun as like a meme, but most people don't really try to observe this and try to understand it as a recommended maybe build. You know what you see what I'm saying? You see a lot of YouTubers essentially recommending, oh, you gotta go attack, you gotta go attack, you gotta go attack, you gotta go damage, you gotta go damage, you gotta go damage, and we're just doing the opposite of that. We're not listening to that. Max out evasion and dodge Brachydios explosions. That's another thing we're going to be testing. We're going to be testing on another live stream. We'll be testing builds that use max evade window and max, what's the other one called? It's called evade distance. I can't remember. Evade extender. There we go. Can you show me your build? It's not a perfect build, and it's very much an experimental build, but we will show off the build again. Okay, this is an experimental build. Doesn't mean that it's what you should be doing. It just means we're experimenting. So right now we're using the Safajiva's Shatter Crusher because that's a really good hammer. And then we have a health regen augmentation. But we didn't do any kind of defense augmentations. We didn't do a second health regen augmentation, which is what I probably would have gone with. We have Defense Boost 7, Fire Resist 3, and Heroics together, and those three skills are my damage resistance. What I was noticing is that Heroics doesn't activate very easily. You really do have to be close to death for Heroics to activate. But it's interesting because I feel like Heroics can save you from being two-shotted by turning the monster's attack into just not being enough to get rid of your last bit of health. Divine Blessing, everyone knows this. Divine Blessing is pretty OP already. Same with Health Boost. Those two are ridiculous. But I'm actually becoming a little bit of a fan of Recovery Speed and Super Recovery, believe it or not. I think both of those are, if you want to talk about good defensive skills, those have been surprisingly useful. Defense Boost 7. I don't know how I feel about it. It's actually not that expensive. I mean, look, you can get 6 levels of it with 2 giant decoration slots. Alternatively, what you could have done is built Resentment, or you could have built Agitator. Yes, that will increase your damage output. It's not going to like increase your damage output by like a mind-blowing amount. So if you have a build for a weapon like a hammer where you have a lot of leftover slots, you could probably go hard defense if you wanted to. I don't know. Like, again, you could go for more damage. There's always room for more damage and getting rid of all your defense. We're doing the exact opposite. We're mostly just building defense. What's funny also, we kind of ran out of room for more defense, didn't we? So we could have dropped Tenderizers and Expert for stun resistance maybe, but I question, why would I need stun resistance if I'm already so survivable? It doesn't seem like it's necessary at that point because you're just going to absorb the next hit anyways. Let's give it another run. Who should we fight this time? Maybe Tempered Kieran? That would be good. Do we have a Tempered Kieran? Kieran hits like crazy, right? Especially if you get paralyzed. We'll bring Quick Quip in. Since we're doing defensive builds, she should be able to survive these fights, right? Quick Quip does not practice like I do, so if she could win with these setups, then everything would be good. Oh, that would be such a good idea. We should have her come in and play. Okay, so we would get rid of the hard fire resistance and we would put hard thunder resistance, but it looks like we only have 2 levels of thunder resistance. How about anti-paralysis? So here's thunder resist. What do we have for thunder resist already? You just need to be over 20. Well, we've got thunder resist 1, which isn't enough. So let's grab the thunder resist. Ideally, I would have hard thunder resist, but I don't. So I'm going to drop this level of expert and pretend we do have hard thunder resist. So now we have thunder resist 3, right? So it's very similar. Defense boost, crit eye, divine blessing, health boost, recovery speed, thunder resist, weakness exploit, heroics, recovery up, dragon attack, crit boost. Same idea. I would put a fortify just to be immortal. Well, you can do that in single player, but the thing is, one of the funny things about fortify is it's very strong on an attack build, but on a defense build, you're already so strong that it's hard for you to die in the first place. That's one of the interesting things. So you can actually take that small decoration slot and put it towards something else. But yeah, you know, if you're really, 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 really terrible at the game, you could go ahead and just bring fortify anyways. Let's go ahead and post this and maybe make quick play. I bet she'd play if we asked her to. Do you guys want me to ask her? We want the northern camp. Dooba-doo, dooba-dooba-doo. So we should have Thunder 21, which means we can eat for anything we want. Attack up, defense up. We're going to eat for defense up. That's what we did last time. So our defense is 992. And let's say that we also had a defense drink. I don't remember what they're called because I never used them. They're called Mega Armor Skin. Do I have regular armor skin? I don't have regular armor skin. And let's just, you know what? Yeah, let's make one. Let's make a regular armor skin, which costs us 1 catalyst and 1 adamant seed. We'll make 5. All right, we're good to go. Ta-da! How's it going, Chatswood? Is GE committing defense boost 7? That's right. We're committing defense boost 7 live. Who's more challenging, Rei-Jang or Kieran? Ooh, that's a good question. Well, they're both weak to sticky ammo builds. I want to say Rei-Jang. And maybe the problem with that question, though, is I'm so much more experienced with fighting Kieran, but I feel like with Kieran, he has a lot of slow, obvious attacks that you can punish. Rei-Jang doesn't really have as many. Definitely Rei-Jang, I'd say. He's more difficult. He's not a lot more difficult, but he is more difficult. Yeah, my vote is Rei-Jang. TGC, oh, I already read that one. Do feline heroics and heroics stack? I believe they do not. I believe they do not. Somebody told me that a long time ago. Rei-Jang is harder than Kieran in more than one way. Eating for defense is so much worse than eating for elemental resist. 15 elemental resistance equals 15% off all elemental damage. 15 defense equals nothing. That is a good tip, Roundaroo. A long time ago, I tested elemental resistance versus regular defense, and I found something very similar. So I guess actually one of the things I should have considered is, even though we're over the 21 thunder resistance, we could have just kept going over it because it's pretty feasible to believe most of Kieran's attacks are going to be his elemental attacks. Wait, is he beneath us now? Where the heck is he? Whoa, I did not mean to grab him. That was cool. Where? He gonna jump down and then I'm gonna throw him into a damn wall. Now we're gonna find him right up here. This is it. Oh, he's already enraged. Kicks is sad. So we need to actually let ourselves be hit by one or two of his moves. We have 1,007 defense, and we can technically get higher than that because we haven't fully augmented all of our equipment. Let's go ahead and take this off. I'm actually going to chill around and wait for one of his stronger moves to come out. Whoa, man, that still took us... Oh, look, Heroics activated. Whoa, interesting. What?
Cheese loves you all.
Cheese loves you all, Cheese says. Here, I want to get hit by this. Hit me. Alright. How about again? What if I got hit by a similar move? Look at these guys beating up on this poor pony. Whoa, I'm already mostly healed. Oh, we lived through that as well. Check that out. The skill Heroics activated. Wow. So I wonder if maybe Heroics... How do you think Heroics works? Do you think when it reaches the threshold that now Heroics starts to get applied? I'm going to let him hit me again. If he can. You guys are doing crazy damage, and my super recovery is just kind of healing me up anyways. So obviously that was... Heroics activated. So check it out. We have 1,100 defense here. You know, that's about as good as... A little better than half of what a piece of armor would give you. It's very interesting. It's definitely very interesting. You guys will notice that Divine Blessing did not activate in that case, but I wonder if Heroics could have potentially saved us. I wonder if that's actually possible, that Heroics maybe saved us. I wonder if Heroics should be used more often, ever. You know what I mean? Like, what if Heroics was just enough to stop you from being two-shotted? Would you pick it up? It's a skill that actually gives you more damage for your... More bonus for your damage as well, right? What is it, like 5% or something like that? Let's see. Oh, not that. How do I look this up? Is it under equipment info? %5 more power? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I wonder if we're ever supposed to be taking Heroics as a form of defense offense that stops you from being two-shotted. Wait, I'm going to roll into it. Damage taken reduced. So Divine Blessing as usual, OP. Absolutely OP. M. Buddha says, is the armor augmented? 2 pieces of the armor are augmented. Look, that's going to be Divine Blessing again, which is ridiculous. Oh, I thought he was going to have a chance to kill me right there. Divine Blessing's way OP. How am I full health again? Oh, from healing, man. On the health regen. Yeah, notice we're taking all this damage from him, and we're not even attacking him all those times. You would assume while you're trying to get those attacks in... Okay. Just see him, he was standing in the middle there, and he just kind of disappeared. He got deleted. That was pretty funny looking, actually. Wow, look at that. No damage at all. That was a combination of all of our skills and Divine Blessing. Wow. It feels like you're very hard to kill. Is he limping now? What's he doing? Kitty, what are you doing? My cat's meowing at me. I wounded it. Is he exhausting it? Oh, look at that KO'd. Bruh! Damage taken reduced. Codename, no! No! How many lives do we have left? Are we out of lives? Maybe I shouldn't mess with this. No, we're good. We got room. Bruh! I don't know, guys. I'm feeling pretty survival. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I couldn't get there in time. Okay, we're pretty close there, but look, heroics activated. Oh, we're KO'd. Maybe one level of stun resist. Just bouncing off of him. Sorry, I'm making my teammates do all the work. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, he got me. He got him. You are not literally God. He will still kill you. Elders can't be exhausted, my dude. What? Are you sure about that? I think they can be, actually. The only good way is if you speedrun avoiding all damage. What? Test on Tempered Rajang in the Guiding Lands, please. Ooh, does anyone have Tempered Rajang? I would actually test this against Tempered Rajang. Look, the defense when Heroics is activated is 1,100. That's what the defense is at that point. Elders are immune to exhaust. Interesting. 977 defense now. He's still not dead, huh? Get him, boys! Part's broken. Just now? Is he leaving again? What the frick? I feel like I've definitely seen an exhausted Nergigante, though. Are you guys sure? You guys are saying elders can't be exhausted, but I feel like I've definitely seen Nergigante look exhausted. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I swear to God I've seen that. Dude, this guy has a bazillion health. Oh, and he's gone. Nice job, everyone. Try combining Lunastra set with Valhazak 1. With all the decos you have, you can max it work very easily. So I've done what you've suggested, and what you're wanting me to build is the what do they call that? Tool Specialist Secret. That's what you're looking for. Is Tool Specialist Secret, which actually I agree is pretty damn strong. One of the reasons why we're trying Defense Boost with Heroics rather than Lunastra's Tool Specialist is because I noticed even though the mantles are available most of the fight, we just want to have a setup where we can see, is this better for having larger threshold for the monster to try and cut down on. So let me give you an example. Let's say you got Health Boost 3, Divine Blessing, and Tool Specialist on a build. Okay, so you got all three of them. They're great. But let's say the monster attacks you twice and Divine Blessing doesn't activate twice. Well then, all you really have for defense is Health Boost 3, and you're just like any other glass cannon build. And this also assumes that you're not wearing a mantle when you get hit twice, okay? So if Tool Specialist Secret was just a little bit faster, or you completely left a fight until your mantle came back, then Tool Specialist Secret would legit just be straight OP. But the reality is, unless you're fighting an elemental monster where you're wearing an elemental mantle, your Rocksteady and your Temporal don't come back fast enough for them to be active 100% of the time. So even though it's strong, we're looking at builds that primarily focus now on damage resistance. and that's going to be defense boost and heroics and elemental resistance as well. The other thing is, you actually do get mantles when you don't bring Tool Specialist Secret anyways. So it's not like it's not like I don't have parts of the fight where the mantles are active. But I get all of the resistance the whole fight. It's a trade-off, see? It's a trade-off. Trying to decide which one's stronger. Defense boost 7. There's so much boosty. Tempered Raging is up. Quest posted by Willix. Frick yeah, man. Oh, man. Oh, we got 2 feints. Somebody should definitely eat for... What do they call that skill? They call it Feline Safeguard. It's Kozu Pain. How's it going, Kozu Pain? So it's the same setup here. Do you guys think Thunder Resistance is valuable in this case? He does do thunder damage, though. What's most valuable versus Raging? Tremor Resist actually would be okay. Thinking about it. David Higginbotham, thank you so much, man. When did defense get buffed, and is it more worth it now instead? Well, it's definitely better than it used to be. With defense boost, the way it works now is by percentage. So defense boost in the base game gave you a set amount of extra defense, and that was it, and it was terrible. Whereas in Iceborne, you can see at rank 7, you get 10% more defense. See, so it's 10%, plus a bonus of 35, plus you get some elemental resistance as well, which is actually kind of useful. So you'll see with the fire resist, the ice resist, and the dragon resist all coming up to 8. Now, if I went to the canteen and I ate elemental resist large, all of those would be over 20. So that's useful because getting over level 20 makes the blights, you're immune to the blights at that point. Right, you'd be immune to the Fire Blight, Ice Blight, and Dragon Blight. So it's not a lot, but it's also not useless either. You know what I mean? It's not entirely useless. In this case, we just want Thunder Resist. We're fighting Raging. TGC, this is the true test. Thank you, Randaroo. He says, Elder's exhaustion happens through rage mechanics. You can't exhaust them through statuses. Got it. Elders can become exhausted, but exhaust attack doesn't work on them, says Ill Master. Got it. Sounds good. Useful things to know. Well, we got Defender Low and Defender High and Feline Heroics. What crazy. As long as you keep Ancient Armory active, you should have a defense level of 1322. That's without any decoration, so you should be able to take any hit in the game, especially if you did a defense build. What? Ancient Armory. Did you catch that, guys? Do you like my title? Absolute Meta Endgame. Oh man, we gotta get Quick Quip in here. Shadow Khan says maybe you should make an evasion tank build just because you're trying to be defensive. Right, so that's the next thing we're going to be trying, is we're going to be making evasion builds. The true test. Oh, there it goes. That was weird. Yeah, we'll grab this. Okay. Ta-da! Jump down here. We'll have our armor skin. So our defense currently is 992, and now it's 1007. Ancient Armory is Shield Weaver set. Ah, but I'm probably never going to recommend that to people. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will eventually for PlayStation players, but I kind of don't like that as an exclusive armor. You know what? Just seeing him swinging makes me want to put on my Rocksteady. If you can evade the damage, you don't gotta tank the damage, says Kegs. Exactly. Where'd he go? He ran off to the next area? One, two, three. I'm standing in his stuff. It just doesn't feel that strong. And look, you can see between super recovery, recovery speed, and my recovery ailment is like I'm at full health even though he's attacking. But I need to see what his here we go. So who's he going to choose? He's going to smack down on somebody. Oh, maybe not. I was going to say he's going to smack down on somebody. Look at Wellix. Wellix went for a ride there. He's going to smack down on somebody, and I want to be there and let him smack me too. Where Wellix is like, frick no. He's still running, man. Have you ever played Bloodborne and or Dark Souls? Yeah, I've played both of those. I started my channel on not Dark Souls, but I played a lot of Dark Souls around the time I started getting serious about YouTube. Ow. So I'm waiting for him to use... Here we go. I'm waiting for him to use a really powerful attack. He's got like his ult, right? You know, I don't know if he's going to use it. Oh! Help! I'm pinned! Let him kill him! Let him kill him! The flash came out late. Somebody flashed late. I wanted to see if Wellix could escape it in time. Bruh! Oh, I'm concussed. I'm okay. Alright, he's no longer Crazy Monkey. You know what that means. That means I'm just going to go back to attacking him. I want him to hit me with his ult. That's what I want. Bone pile. Where'd this frick run off to? He ran too far. What do you think Rajang does in his free time? He probably watches political news. Plays Pokemon cards. Lagging Rajang is scary as fuck. Yeah, he does look pretty crazy. God damn it. How crazy he is. Bruh! Two, three, 4, 5. Oh, come on, that interrupted me. I was charged and everything. This game allows way too much flinching. How can I be charged and he still gets me? My own teammate staggering me. Laggy raging. Grab the snow herb. Boop. Oh my god. Oh my god, how's he still interrupting me? It makes no sense. My hammer's charged and everything. He's still interrupting. Oops. I don't know, I feel pretty survivable. If you watch, you can kind of see how other people are tanking the attacks. Oh, here goes. Oh, and he fell in a trap. Drunken throat punch! I just got back on Monster Hunter World and am at Black Bell Val. What do you recommend? Love your channel, is really helpful. I can't wait to go on higher master rank. He's pretty straightforward. You just bring your fluvial resist and treat him like a regular Val Hazak fight. He's got a few new moves. They're really not too bad. Yeah, he's definitely one of the easier master rank Elder Dragons in my opinion. Although that'll probably change when they bring out Arch-Tempered. I'm gonna let him punch me. He didn't punch me. Oh, Wellix is in so much trouble. We could save him with the flash pod. Oh, we did save him with the flash pod. Oh, he's going to sleep. Boop. Woke him up with that 170 damage. Got that good 170 damage. Oh, he jumped right into the same location. What? Is he doing it again? Kozu Pain! No! Who's gonna save Kozu? Who's gonna save Kozu? Apparently everyone. This team's too good. I can't test the defense out because the team's too smart. Oh my fucking god. That's why you should only use sticky ammo, guys. You wanna know why you only use sticky ammo? Because you don't get crowd controlled for going after the actual monster. That's why. Ouch. Well, that hurt pretty bad. Half health. Huh, it didn't work. I thought maybe the flash pods would stop him. Thumbnail says he's on Xbox. That's right. Black Veil is annoying, but still the easiest of Master Rank Elders. Alright. I don't know. What did you guys think? I thought that was pretty easy, actually. I didn't feel like any of his moves were doing crazy damage. The only move I didn't get to test was his ult. I think in a lot of cases, his ult will one-shot you on regular builds. I have a feeling we would have survived it, though. This team is too good. Looks like the best defense are the friends we made along our paths. Alright, finish that off. What do we got? Slider attack, bolt, paracoat, draw protection. Wow, all the ones I really wanted. I say we do it again, but we get Quick Quip to play this time. What do you guys think? Ooh, what if we made Quick Quip solo a Tempered Rajang with this build? That would be perfect. And then we would know if it's good enough. He says, your crit element poison hammer would do better than this, says God Terrorboy. Update snack fund, you frick. Oh, thank you. Hold on. I get distracted. Drunken Throat Punch. Thank you so much, man. It's because I was in the middle of the fight. Sweet. I'm literally rich. All my taxes are paid now, easily. Black Veil is easy, just use Dragon Element and a Fluvial Resist. Well, it says I can post that same hunt again. Should we do it? Oh, let's see, set decoration. Thunder Resist. Recovery. Trying to look and see what else we would add. So we would probably add Fortitude. Fortitude could go into Rocksteady, believe it or not. Well, no, wait, because then it would only be active in Rocksteady. So hold on, let's get rid of one thing. Ooh, but what to get rid of? I actually like all of these. I guess the Thunder Resistance, because again, in theory, we should have hard Thunder Resist, and we simply don't. So we're going to get rid of that and replace it with Fortify, right? So now we have Fortify, and now we're going to have a test where, let's see if Quick Quip can get through this fight. I'm really curious. I'm going to go get her. I'm going to tell her she has to play or we're breaking up. We'll just put on maintenance decorations. So when you're wearing one mantle, the other one comes back a little faster. It won't really make a difference. Will it? Here, we'll use, I can't decide, actually. None of these look good. Satiated. Why would you be eating while wearing a mantle, though? Honestly. I tell you what we could do. We could do that last level of Thunder Resistance. There we go. Alright, Wellix, this is what we should do. It should just be 2-player Tempered Rajang, since it's your quest, and then I will go get Quick Quip, and she will have to play. What do you think? We won't boot everyone out? Here's Safeguard. The Divine Blessing set stays on during sex. Oh my god. When I got Ruiner, do you know when Safajiva is coming back? Safajiva is literally never coming back. Oh. So here's the problem, Wellix. I'm pretty aware that I want to know if Quip could actually solo this guy. That's what I want to know. If I join, could I DC and then... I wonder if I could DC. If I join, if you boot me out of it, will I still be in the quest? I'll still be in the quest, right? I can't remember how it works. I'm trying to remember how it works. I would love to either have Quick Quip play it with you, just the two of you, or to have her play by herself, one or the other. Just a case where she does have the Palicos. Also, let me change over so she has the Greatsword, because she doesn't play Hammer. She doesn't play the Chad Hammer. What did we get rid of? I should have looked before I... we got rid of the crit boost, didn't we? Let's see what other options we have for Divine Blessing as well, by the way. If she does play this, it will take her like 7 years to defeat him. Where's Divine Blessing? I don't see Divine Blessing. They're so dumb. Why would they separate these the way they do? I don't understand them. Phoenix, protection, defense. All right. So either brace or crit. Brace or crit. I'm gonna go with crit. Brace is for hammer. I don't actually want to replace that. Let's replace this one. Let's make sure this one is correct. Yes, it is. Put her on the mic as well so you can coach her through the pain. Okay, so what we should do, Wellix, is I'm going to join and you should kick me. That's what we should do. I already ate at the canteen, did I not? I did. So what I'll have Quip do then is I'll have her play from this level. Rather than proccing Fortify ahead of time, I'll have her just play from here. Let me go get her while it's loading. Okay, I had to wake her up. She's taking a nap. So basically what's going on is I put a build together that's supposed to be really survivable. And then what we have is probably the toughest monster in the game right now. And you're going to fight him using this build, and we're going to gauge like how good the build is, even though you just woke up. She just woke up, guys, so she's very tired.
I thought you were going to play Monster Hunter with me.
You're going to play it all by yourself.
Okay.
Hold on, let me, so we jumped you up here, because, well, let's refresh your items. This build is supposed to basically be unkillable, so you should be okay. And I'll coach you too, okay?
Okay.
But he's real tough. He's not technically the toughest. Just get rid of these, because they're not useful, and pick up these. The whole point of the build is for somebody who doesn't like play every day. Okay, so it doesn't work with me testing it because I do play every day, so it doesn't look right. Alright, so you are going to want to kill this big bully down here. And I think... Wait, did Kix... Oh, we haven't been booted yet. How do we do this? We got to get you into a private... I think he has to boot me, right? I think Wellix has to boot me. It doesn't send you back. What it does, it puts you in your own session. Okay, there we go. It does put you in your own session. Are you ready? Alright, so you're going to take this seat. And I'll have the microphone. And I'll kind of give you some useful information while you do that. Okay? Actually, I'm going to go to the bathroom real fast. Don't worry, guys. I'll wash my hands.
Is it just you right now on the...
It's just you.
On the party? Oh, okay. Okay. Raging? Okay. I'm just gonna jump down here. And try not to die. Oh crap. I don't know if he wanted me to start or not yet, but I'm gonna die.
Okay, I'm over here. Remember, you got max potions to eat. You got regular potions you can eat.
I just didn't expect him to be so fast. That's all. I'm trying to adjust.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to be slow.
This guy is really fast and really tough. This is fun, actually.
He just moves so fast. Like,
He does, yeah.
my brain's like slow right now.
Quick just woke up, guys, so she's real tired. So the first thing I'd say is put on a mantle. Yep, you got 2 different mantles. Alright, that's going to make it a lot easier. And you just start walking up and smacking him. You could soften him. So to soften him, you use your clutch claw. You remember clutch claw? It's left trigger. And then B. Alright, and then Y. Yeah, you know that part. So now that arm that you soften takes a ton more damage.
Oh, okay.
And the best place is his booty. So if you soften up his booty, he will just take tons of damage on his booty.
Sounds ridiculous.
Hey, thanks for the donation, Chad.
Woo!
So the Temporal Mantle's dead. You can put on the Rocksteady Mantle next. And as soon as you put it on, Temporal will start recharging. Don't worry, he's really tough, so this is on purpose. So it's okay if you don't beat him.
Oh.
Oh, so he's gonna throw you into a wall.
Oh.
Well, that's okay because you have super recovery, and there's no way for him to kill you ever. See how good the build is? It's actually really hard for him to kill you.
Well, he hasn't killed me yet.
He gotta smack you now.
But
Oh, you dodged it!
I dodged it.
Quiff actually got away from the grab.
Hit in his butt. Woo!
So the next thing I would say is if you look on your mini map, he's got a little icon on him and it's yellow right now, right?
Okay.
So go grab some pods of any type. There's, pods laying on the ground. You just pick them up with B. Oops, took your mantle off. So you got your pods now, and what'll happen is if you can grab him by the arm and push right trigger, so if you can use your clutch claw on his arm and press right trigger, you might be able to throw him into a wall for a knockdown. It's very difficult though because he attacks so much.
How do I use the stones once I'm on him?
Right trigger. Yeah, right trigger. Well, it's got to be on his... Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you were moving over to his arm. Babe's like, I'm going for the heel.
Of course I am.
Yeah, that's your Palco, and your Palco does... Oh, that's a good spot right there. Yeah, so what you're attempting to do is called flint shotting, and it's really nice because it... Oop, that's going to hurt. Because when it does work, it gives you a knockdown on the monster. Oh, he got you again!
Oh, Jesus.
So you can wiggle your joystick to try and get away sooner. Wow, you did it! You got away again! How is she standing up so fast, guys? What's up with that? That's weird. It doesn't... It's
Button mashing?
button mashing. Alright, and so now flint shotting him won't work because if you look on the mini-map, the icon's red now. That means he's agitated. So now he's yellow. His attacks are a little different. He does a little more damage with some of those attacks. And but that's okay. Pierre says, I've been watching you for a long time. Lots of useful tips and builds. Is more than time. I thank you. Oh, thank you so much, man. That was Pierre. Actually, Quick made a donation too. Thank you, Quick, for the donation, and thank you, Pierre. Let me update the snack fund.
Get back here, you monkey butt. Ah.
What happened?
I'm trying to just...
So you can't climb up those. What those do is they make you leap back off. And then you can use an aerial attack if you wanted.
Yeah.
He donates that on his Defense Boost 7 stream.
Alright. wish the little animal critters would help me.
The little animal critters, you want their help?
I do want their help. Ooh! Ooh!
He's pretty wild, isn't he?
He's so. I just didn't think he'd be so fast.
Yeah, he's really fast. Try to smack him in that. Yeah, there you go. Try to smack him in that booty. Well, although right now he's not agitated anymore, so he actually takes more damage on his arms right now, I believe. And that's because he's no longer agitated. But when he is agitated, that's when you go for the tail. Oh, you actually got one of those done, huh?
Yep, I got his stupid arm. Woo!
Oh, you actually dodged it.
I
I think Quip's better than me, guys.
got these mad skills.
I think she's basically ready to run a YouTube channel.
I don't have the dedication. Nope. Nope. Maybe I wasn't chill. Bum. Aw.
I noticed you have a lot of
Stupid
trouble.
friggin' monkey butt.
Yeah, I noticed you have a lot of trouble getting damage on him. And
Yeah.
the trick isn't to rush him down or anything. The trick is to just look for an opening. Just kind of pay attention to what he's doing, and when he uses a move where he's standing still like that one, then you want to get all your damage in.
Get over here.
He gonna punch you.
Nah, he ain't gonna get me. He's stupid.
So your Temporal Mantle is back. And your Temporal Mantle is always really strong. It allows you to ignore being attacked for a little while. Well, it like flips for you basically.
Sure.
So it lets you play more aggressively without having to worry about messing up.
Get over here.
It's also a good time to soften his tail. So with your mantle on, you go for his tail, and yeah, there you go. You got it.
I'm gonna.
He still knocked you off somehow. That
Yeah, I
okay?
just-
So that wasn't an attack that knocked you off.
I just didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, it's okay. He didn't knock you off with an attack. He jumped in the air, and it basically said you're not allowed to be on him while he's in the air.
Wow, somehow.
That was your flint shot. You need to push Y when you're attached to soften.
Oh.
And that's his arm. You want to go for his tail.
Okay. Well, I did some damage. Okay, I gotta go for his stupid tail. Okay. Over here.
Yeah. So now it's going to be really hard for you to go for his tail. I don't recommend going for it at this
No,
point.
don't kill me! Don't kill me! Aw.
Hold on, it's not over. Wow, you somehow got out of it again. So your stamina bar is going down because you're too cold. You need to scroll over to the little red potion. It's called a hot drink. And you need to drink that to get your stamina from going down. That's the Vigor Wasp station. There you go, hot drink.
Ah, it's
Oh no, he's got you, roll!
ah.
Oh, interesting. Did you guys see that? She lived through that with the combination of all those skills. Defense boost, heroics, and divine blessing. That's pretty amazing if you think about it, guys. That is a tempered Ray Jang, and she just survived his strongest move, right? That was his electric body flop, right? His belly slam. I'm pretty sure I saw that correctly.
I got some of his materials.
Oh, you might actually finish this.
I weakened his booty.
You did it! Yeah, so if you can cut the tip of his tail, that's a good thing. That's a good place to aim for when he's all yellow like that, is to go for his tail.
Ah.
Your poor kitty's all concussed. Oh, he did finally get you though. No divine blessing that time.
Wait, did my
Your cat healed you, so you'll want to stand up and eat a max potion right away.
Mega nutrient?
Hold down left bumper. Hold down left bumper. And now push down on the door. Oh, that'll work too. That's the radial menu. So radial menu makes it easier to eat stuff.
Okay.
You'll beat him by using claw attacks one at a time. You got Rocksteady Mantle back.
Get over here. Little monkey butt.
Oh, look at that. That was a double hit, and she survived that as well. It's okay, you got it.
Ah! No! He almost dodged me. Come
Run
here.
back to your cat.
Come here. Give me some of that good.
I noticed you seem to be recovering a lot from your cat's Vigor Wasp, and I'm wondering, guys, does Recovery Up work with the Vigor Wasp spray? Does anyone know if that's true? Because that would be news to me if that does work. And notice, guys, she has all 3 lives still, which means if she was to die, she would get the Fortify proc.
Is this what you do all day? Come up with builds where I can't die? No.
Well, yeah, lately actually. Oh, you're out of stamina, so you're in trouble now.
Ah!
Oh, he finally got you.
Well, I guess your build fails. 'Cause I died.
So you're gonna have to get ready for the fight again. Here, actually, I'll show you. I tell you what, since this is the boring part. So basically, at this point, you just take this off, get it recharging again, and you'll come over here. You get your hot drink. The hot drink is what stops your stamina from going down. Oh! Why did I just did a bad thing. Oh my god. All right, well, we're having the hot drink. So I notice you're having trouble getting enough damage on him too. One of the problems is if you don't get enough damage on him, eventually the fight ends.
Yeah.
So you do have to get some hits on him. It takes a long time for it to end though. It can take 45 minutes. So we'll eat again and we will just have, we'll have this one. Why not?
Yes.
Okay. And I think you're mostly ready to get back to the fight. I'll run over to the fight for you.
Okay.
So we grab these. You always want to have some slinger pods in your slinger. That's for wall-shotting him. And then you could use your mantles really to allow yourself to stay on him with the clutch claw in order to get like a wall splat, you know, a flint shot.
Okay.
So he doesn't know you're here yet.
Huh.
I'll play for like a minute for you to give you some impressions. Oh, and he is exhausted. That's what's going on there. See how there's drool coming off of him? That's exhaustion.
Oh, nice.
Looks like I wasn't able to soften his arm. You can see it's just really hard to soften body parts on him. So one of the things you can do is actually bring him over to a ledge like this one. Did he just grab me? Dude. Where are you going to throw me?
Oh, shoot.
And you can do this thing called ledge hopping. Bruh! If you don't get hit 500 times like I do. Man, he does not want to stand still, does he? Alright, so this is going to be his minigame, and he's real rough. But basically, this will give you a free knock. Oh, snap. Well, here, you can have it at this point, okay? Start beating up on him. He's been grabbed by the kitties.
Oh my god.
The Grimmel kind.
I'm not even looking. Oh my god.
Look at the wrong way.
Die. Die.
Recovery Up and Feline Medic improve all static healing, including consumables, environment, and health augments on weapons. Interesting. But not over time effects, that's recovery speed, says Randaroo.
Look like snowy butt.
I know, right? I think you managed to dodge that roar. Getting a little nervous there.
Let's bring him over to the sledge since I'm a pro.
Careful, don't run out of stamina. That's how you got wrecked last time.
Oh, are you kidding? This is what I get.
He chases really well, that's for sure.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. I was playing pro and now I'm not.
I was playing, bro. You need to reset all your stuff again. So you can't eat a meal anymore. Go ahead and have a max potion. Use your radio menu. And then push down. Yep.
Boom.
So you go on that, and then run over to that little chest, the blue chest. Push A. And grab a little meat and a red potion. The red potion is the hot drink. Alright, and now you're going to eat one of the meats and one of the potions. Oh, it won't be in the radio menu. You'll have to scroll for that one. I'm sorry. The radio menu is set up beforehand by me. Yep, so there's one of the meats.
Easy ration.
Yep, and that'll help you with your stamina. And then the hot drink as well.
Oh.
That's it, Demon
Sorry.
Drug. Try
so
rolling.
Sorry.
Oh, too late. I was going to say, well, that's okay. Go ahead and have the hot drink.
Alright.
Alright, go chase him down. Go get him. You're ready.
Okay.
You can actually eat another piece of meat.
Wait, where do I go?
Right there. Yeah, you can actually eat another piece of meat to give yourself a little more stamina on your stamina bar.
I can eat another piece of meat?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can eat 2.
Really?
No, that's the Aster jerky. Yeah, keep scrolling. There it is. Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Click, for our sake, click the start button, will you? Her defense is 1,246. Alright, go ahead and get him. Go get him! She should be really tanky at this point. Ooh. You dive evading there? Whoa!
Nice true. Charge slash. Didn't know Quip is a great sword main.
Thanks, Melanier.
Can you find me over here?
No, I think that was actually genuine.
Oh.
You got a true charge slash out.
Ready for this? Oh wait, hold on.
She is ready for this. She dive evades.
Come here. Come here, little. Come here, monkey. Come here. Did I get him?
No.
Oh, I got this stupid little.
The Wulg. There you go.
Yeah, you see that? Ledge hopping?
Alright, so you want to try and get your best damage in right now while you can because you got your Temporal Mantle on. He can also be thrown into a wall right now because he's no longer enraged, okay? So that's another thing to think about. Remember how to do that? You grab onto his arm and then you shoot a pod. Oh, you're so close, but he was facing away from a wall. It wouldn't have knocked him into a wall. Good try, though. You can put on your Rocksteady Mantle and try again. So one of the tricks is he does have to be facing a wall for it to work.
Okay.
You can actually push the B button to get him to turn toward a wall, so that's another part of the trick. So when you grab his arm, you can push B to turn him, and then right trigger to shoot him into the wall. Gives you a knockdown, it does good damage to him. Ooh, he's going to fight with Tigrex when Tigrex shows up.
Where?
See Tigrex? So your problem you're going to run into right now is you're just not dealing any damage to him at all. You're playing too defensively. You need to get in there and get a few attacks in on him. One of the nice things about the build is that when you attack him, you actually heal at the same time. So if you can keep attacking him, he can't take your health down anyways.
Fight!
They probably will. Going right for the booty. You can flint shot either monster into each other right now too. That's another thing. Well, it's a little late now. You'll want push A. You'll want to get off of him. Push A. There you go. Because he'll carry you all the way into the next area if you don't.
Come here, monkey.
You don't have to ledge hop him anymore. I mean, I already got the one mount done, so the next mount will take longer. But you can if you want to. I'm worried you don't understand ledge hops anyways. Whoa!
Don't understand ledge hops?
Ledge hop is when you return to the ledge by pulling yourself back on midway through the attack. Remember that? I feel like I showed you that before.
I understand that.
Okay, remember you gotta push the button really fast to get a ledge hop.
Come here.
You gotta hold it.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even try.
Yeah, maybe just go for the true charge slash.
And that's on not trying things.
Do you remember the tackle as well? The tackle is where, while you're in the middle of charging, you push B and it turns into a tackle, and tackles basically ignore getting hit back. And tackles will help you charge your weapon up too. Parts broken! You've got this, you're winning! Fan says regular Tigris doesn't have a raging turf war, only brute. Oh. James says trying to force feed 200 hours of game experience into a 20 minutes run after just waking up. I know, right? What level greatsword is she using? If it's level 10, he can try to put 3 health augments on it. Bob says, have you heard of the God Kinsect build? Just built it, and I don't know if it's actually viable, but it's really fun. You've got it! Keep stabbing him!
That's what happens when you take this.
Oh, it's over for him now. Wouldn't you agree? Get the charge slash.
Ah! Oh,
Quick, beat him up!
snap.
Beat him up! This is your chance. Be sure to fully charge it. Oh! Oh! You did it! You did a bazillion damage. All the wolves are helping, just like you always wanted.
Oh, they're helping me?
They do help a little bit. Sometimes they attack you too, though.
Oh.
You should take your mantle off to get it recharging. So you put... Yeah, there you go. Oh, he's mad now. He's mad because you're so good.
I know, he's so...
He's definitely a toxic male. Toxic gamer.
Ah!
Alright, he's going to run in the next area, and you're going to want to follow him over there. Wow.
Now that I'm pro.
Now that you're pro, you're doing so well now. So when he's going to another area like this, there's a good time to do something like eat the hot drink to reset the hot drink. Remember the hot drink?
Should I eat it or drink it?
Drink it. Quip gonna make a competing channel now. So another trick you can do to help fight him is you can put a trap down. I think I have 2 traps. You will want to put down a green trap. Actually, don't put it down. Don't put it down. I'm pretty sure you got to put down a green trap when he's charged up like this. I don't know if I have one on my setup. I might not. Oh, so he's ready to be thrown into a wall. Remember, you got to do it at a time where he's like finishing up a move so that he doesn't, you know, like throw you off. Oh, he grabbed you again. Man.
Let go of me! Ah.
Don't let him punch you. Oh, your cat's putting him to sleep. Boop. You're so good at wake-up attacks.
I know. Shoot. Oh, you actually got me with that? Oh. Whatever. I don't even care. I don't even freaking care.
Quick. Throw me into the wall, quick. Oh, you got it. Right trigger. Oh, no, you too many times. You clicked it too many times. You were so close. If you had pushed it just the once and then pushed the right trigger, that would have been a flinch shot and it would have thrown him into a wall.
Well, I don't actually want to learn anymore, so...
Uh-oh, he's getting real mad.
Ah! Wow, I'm so impressed by how mad you are.
You should put on the Temporal Mantle. And grab him by the tail and soften him. He gonna jump you.
Grab him by the tail.
Yeah, grab him by the tail and soften him. When he's yellow, you gotta soften his tail and attack his tail. The hell? I didn't even know it would let you do that.
Yeah. Amazing.
Alright, now you're ready to do some big damage.
Come on, just run into my sword.
He might. Oh, so close too. Oh, there you go. Alright, so Temporal Mantle's broken now. The sooner you take it off, the sooner it starts recharging. There it goes. Oh, man, that did heavy damage. That's a very punishable move. I think you see it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he misses you with that move, it's very easy to kind of move in and hurt him. You're tremored.
I don't know, is that supposed to help?
Yeah, that does help actually. You're going nuts. You're like, no tremors for me. How's it going, Claire? Oh, you actually dodged it. Very good.
Patience.
Bruh.
Padawan.
You're KO'd. Similar to the other thing, wiggling it does help.
Oh, I actually was right doing that?
Yeah, when you wiggle
Okay.
the joystick, it actually does help.
Why isn't my kitty helping me at all? Like, come on. What are you doing? Be useful.
Hey, cat's almost dead. Don't forget you have max potions. Remember the max potions?
Yeah.
Radio menu.
Oh.
Left bumper for your radio menu.
Hold on.
And then push down.
In a tricky situation here.
There you go. Getting good at hitting that radio menu very fast is so important because it lets you full heal like that, which makes it very hard for him to beat you. Oh, there you go. So dive evading a powerful move like that is exactly what you should do.
I'm trying to do that stupid ledge. Come here. Come here.
You don't have to ledge hop him. You should stop ledge hopping him.
Oh.
It's really not doing enough damage at all. What you need to do is use a true charge slash. That's where you get 3 swings out in a row. Remember that? That's where all your damage is with that weapon.
Yeah.
You ledge hop him with the greatsword because you're trying to get a mount, but you've already mounted him twice, so you shouldn't be trying to mount him anymore.
Oh. That works for him somehow.
Oh, don't stand on the ice. Look out for the, okay, it's good. The ice was breaking.
Oh.
Your character got sent flying. He gonna smack you. You can run forward and grab that heal. Yeah, you got it. You gotta get that triple hit with your sword out now. 3 charges in a row. That's your goal. Oh good, you might actually get it here. He's doing something known as drooling. Ah, he jumped back. He does love to grab, doesn't he?
Don't eat me! Don't eat me! Ah!
Bruh! Oh, he's gonna punch you! Run! Wow, you don't really need to interrupt that move. He's like hungry or something. Yeah, he's exhausted. Chase after him.
Just wants. He just wants a kiss.
He's ready to be thrown into a wall again.
Okay.
You know, when you do that properly, well, it would be hard to do it in this stage. Oh, but you can do it by throwing him into Stygian Zinogre, or Stygian Zinogre can be thrown into him. Look, he's exhausted. Start smacking him. This is like your chance. He's eating. So this is where you get your damage in. Ah, that's too bad. And he's mad again.
Alright, where's the stones?
You already have them. You already have stones.
Oh.
Yeah, it says so right next to, right on the bottom of the screen. It shows you that you have
I'm just
stone.
trying to remember what all the buttons are, to be honest. Like,
What are you wanting to do?
hit him into a wall. Just trying to remember.
You can't hit him into a wall now because he's enraged.
Oh,
But
okay.
the way it would work is you would grapple onto him using left trigger and B, and then when you're on him, you would just push right trigger to flint shot him. Oh, nice! Everyone's beating up on each other right
No,
now.
I don't want to fight you. Oh,
I know that's how I feel.
stupid Tigrix.
Oh my God! You took so much damage from that.
Yeah.
He's limping, guys. I just want you all to note that he is in fact limping.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Oh, don't drink mega nutrients. That's a waste.
I meant to drink this.
So he is trappable, and you would trap him. Well, you can't trap him right now, but I would go keep attacking him for now. Oops. You're bouncing off of his arms because they've turned red. That's what's going on there. That's why you have to attack him on the tail. Alright, so he's going to run off to a nest now. That's his goal. You don't want to stay too close to him, because when he reaches his nest, you want him to go to sleep.
Wait, okay, let me know when to stop following him.
I don't exactly know where his nest is in the Hoarfrost Reach, but yeah, that's pretty good. You can just kind of stay back and see if he goes to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to get closer. He's getting too far away. They do actually heal when they get to their nest, sadly. So once he's asleep, you gotta capture him right away. And let me teach you how that works. You're going to scroll through your item bar until you see a red cloud, like a poofty, kind of like the Farcaster. Stop there. He's gonna go to sleep now. So just keep scrolling through your items. I'll tell you. It's right there. It's on the left. Trank Bomb. So you'll run up and you'll use 2 Trank Bombs on him. Go ahead and do that. He's asleep now. He won't react because he'll be asleep. He sleeps like White Kitty. Look, yeah, go ahead and hit 2 of those. So 1, 2. All right, now scroll over to the trap.
What's the trap?
Oh, go to the left. The yellow thing. Put it down. Ta-da! You did it! Yay!
Wow.
You're so good at this.
I know. Yeah, that's how you capture raging. To all the noobs on the stream.
Alright, well, how do you feel? Do you feel accomplished?
Yep, now I can say that my life was meaningful.
Now people can't tell me that this game is too difficult because, I don't know, it's still pretty difficult. You kind of had me talking over your shoulder the whole time. Hey, look at all your rewards that you got for me.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so nice.
You're welcome.
She's the breadwinner, guys.
Well, I'm glad that I could help you out on this. Alright, now it's your turn. I think you'll do okay. I think you'll do good.
Okay, thanks. Oh my god. OP, guys. It's so OP. So what you guys actually got to see there, which we hadn't been testing the whole time, 2 things. Not only did Rei Zhang have a lot of trouble killing her in the first place, by the time Fortify procced 2 times, it was pretty ridiculous how hard it was to actually get killed. So I'm not saying defense boost is what's doing it here. If you think about it, it's probably Divine Blessing, Health Boost, and Fortify. Those 3 are really strong. The 2 skills we're examining are Defense Boost and Heroics, and their role in all of this as well. So we're examining the role of Defense Boost and Heroics, but we already know that Health Boost, Fortify, and Divine Blessing are really, really strong. So we already knew that going in. We also had Super Recovery, right? So it's kind of weird. Let's take another look at the build real fast. So one of the things I noticed for Quick Quip is that my wife, is that she didn't really have to heal as much as you thought she would have had to heal. And I actually strongly feel that that was because of the combination of recovery speed and, what's the other one? Recovery speed and, oh right, Super Recovery. You can't see it because it's a set bonus skill. I think that those were actually healing her a lot. And of course, we had the cat as well. And we learned something that I didn't actually know. Recovery Up works with the Vigor Wasp spray. So having Recovery Up when you're playing solo with Vigor Wasp is actually really strong for heals. I don't know. It seemed like she had a fair chance of winning that either way, I would say. Even with the... Yeah, Poofty? That's right, Chad. I think she would have had a fair chance of being that. Because if you think about it, she was playing live and I was talking to her the whole time. But, you know, if she was playing privately, you also focus better when you play privately. So she wouldn't have had all the... maybe all the tips, but she also probably would have focused more. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? All right, well, we're at 2 hours for the live stream. That is my live stream cutoff time. That's when we take a break and I go do something else. I think what we're probably going to do, we're probably going to go do a card live stream on my Pokemon card channel. And so I'll leave the live stream here running until I get a link for that up. And I'll share the link in the chat room like I often do. Okay, guys? So I'm going to mute the mic, and I'll be back with the link to my next live stream. Let me give you the wave. All right, I'll be back. All right, I got the other stream started up. Let me go find a link to it. So one of the things we still have to test, by the way, we still have to test the evade window and evade extender and just kind of see maybe what we could do with those. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, scooba-doo-ba-doo. Here we are. So Pokemon cards are something I do on a separate YouTube channel. I'm going to leave a link to the live stream over there. Oops, hold on. There it goes. And now I'm going to share the link in my Discord servers. Excuse me. Share it in my main Discord. Don't have anything crazy going on. I didn't really get any mail today, unfortunately. Okay, and now I'm ready to close this live stream down. I want to thank you all for watching. I will probably be back on tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time.